What's up, you guys? Bella here. It is good to be back. Give me a second. So what's up again? Today on my channel I want to talk about someone who I am feeling a lot. Well, so 2020 was not exactly the year where I felt I don't know why I'm using the word feel. It's not the year exactly where I got that much inspiration from her, but I follow her on Instagram anyway, so I am still privy to stuff that she posts and just all the awesome things that she does. This person I discovered last year, 2019, and it's interesting how I came to really like her. I also must mention at the start of this video that this woman is not Christian. She is of a different faith. She's Muslim, and I'm sure you'll be thinking, okay, curious about why Bella likes her, and I'll get there in a bit. So I guess you will still see a video of me talking about a British presenter whom I absolutely love and who was a major source of inspiration for me last year as well as this year. Now, what's interesting is I got to find out about this woman from this British presenter. So I was watching the show this morning on YouTube the other day, and I saw that this lady, Nadiya Hussain, was a guest on the show, and I just thought she has very interesting eyebrows. That was the first impression I had. I'm like, her eyebrows, she doesn't look like she does anything to it. That's interesting, particularly if it's someone that's coming on TV. And I watched it and I just liked her personality. She's so sweet. I like how she speaks. And so, but I was really like intrigued by her brows and like also how covered up she was. It's not like I have friends who are not of the same faith with me. I have Muslim friends as well. And you know, maybe for me it's not, maybe it's because they have not necessarily dressed in that manner when we are together. I think that's why. Maybe of course because I have more male Muslim friends than females rather. So for me I was just like, she's very well covered up and she didn't do anything to her brows, but she's so pretty. That was my first impression. She's so pretty though. So I watched the entire episode of the show. She came and cooked for them on the show, and then I got to find out that she won an edition of the Great British Bake Off, I think. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, interesting. And then I just thought, let me watch a few videos of this woman, you know, just because I was curious. I think I was just thinking to myself, will I see any video where like a makeup artist will try to twist her brows and, you know, arc them the way we always try to do it? And I watched another video, and I was like, and that wasn't the case. I got lost in, of course, that that vortex of just YouTube videos taking you to many different channels, but I was able to just still keep my tabs on her. So every video I was watching was still about her, but just about something different. So I watched about where she talked about I think she said a guardian angel that helped her when she was on the show. I watched another video where she, I think, talked about her anxiety, and you know, so I was watching other episodes of how when she was in the competition on YouTube. And again, I loved her accent. If you know me, you know I love British content, and I love the British accent quite a lot as well. So I was just intrigued, and then I went and searched for her on Instagram, and then I followed her. I was just thinking to myself, this woman is so incredibly pretty. And I think before then, maybe I can't remember what the timeline of events was now or how it went, but I remember that I think before then something had happened. I don't remember how it played out, but it was about, like, you know, how people sometimes feel like they have to expose parts of their body before they will have someone look in their direction. You know, that had happened somewhere, I don't remember where. And you know, when I was watching her, I just thought to myself, that's a lie. You don't have to expose any part of your body before you look attractive or before you look really pretty. That was just what was going on in my head. And then when I got on her Instagram as well, she has such an incredible life. And then I watched where she shared that her marriage was arranged. She had an arranged marriage. She didn't necessarily see her husband's face until I think the day of their marriage. And you know, it was just like a big leap for her, where, you know, you're going with this guy, you're married to him, and you cannot necessarily turn back. It was just like a very interesting everything was just interesting. The stories were just interesting, and I was like, this woman has lived quite an interesting life. And when I found out about her, she'd been married for I think over 11 years or so. She has I think 3 kids, and she talks very fondly of her sisters, her mom, her husband, her children, and her father. In fact, one time she posted about how her father, she didn't let her father into the house because he was smoking, and she's like, she doesn't want that. You should go outside and not smoke in her house. I thought, bold, but she also talks a lot about anxiety. I don't know if I've shared here before, but back in the day, I used to have like anxiety attacks and everything because of sometimes how early I'd have to wake up, and because of the job I was doing at the time, and just a few other experiences that sometimes make you wake up with a start, and how you sometimes feel like you cannot necessarily surmount certain challenges, may not be the word, but just certain activities. You just feel like this is just too big for me to handle, and then you start fidgeting and you're just almost like afraid. So I was, I saw that and I was like, oh, this is really cool. I like how she's sharing like parts of her life, and is also providing like counsel and insight and all of those things. And I will tell you that I also prayed for her, specifically I just prayed. I was like, God, please just reveal yourself to her, because that's what I do a lot of times and that's because like I have friends who are Muslims and I love them so much, and I pray for them. I'm just like, gosh, I love this person, and it would be a beautiful thing to just have them also surrender their lives to Christ. And that's me. I've told some of them that Jesus loves them before, and I'm like, don't roll your eyes, please don't roll your eyes. And they just laugh and they're like, okay, yes, thank you, and all of that. But I'm just saying this because of course I'm a Christian. So yeah, but I think for me the biggest thing was how she's so pretty. She's so pretty, and she's so hardworking, and she's funny as well. She's funny. She's slightly quirky. You know how someone just has some very interesting traits, and you're just like, I can so relate. She loves the little things of life, if I could call them that. Hang on, guys. Okay. She loves the little things of life. She talked about how she traveled one time and her husband packed something for her in her traveling bag because he knew she was going to be having anxiety attacks, and he did like personal notes to her. Just like, who are these men? Her husband is also Muslim. I think she's, but I think about where she's from, because I know I read a lot and watched a lot about Nadiya. I don't want to miss this. I think she's Iranian, or I think she's like mixed. She's got like Indian blood. She's got Indian blood definitely. And one other, I think Arabian origin. Is that the word? I think origin. Yes. So her husband is black, but he's also like super British. I think he also grew up in Britain, and yeah. They're so cute, you guys. They are so cute. Like when I watched the video where she talked about how, I think she also appeared on Lose Women, I think, when she talked about how she married him and she didn't necessarily know him before they got married. And like I think she said something like her sisters said that he's okay or something. That I can't remember what she said her sisters said, but there was a comment that she made about her sisters on the day of her wedding. And I thought to myself, wow, she's blessed. How is it that you don't know this person that much? You get married to them and they turn out to be this good looking and this smart and this well spoken. All of those things definitely got me pretty happy for her. So yeah, she's one person who has also shown that, like, and that's one of the reasons why I'm so unapologetic about my faith, because you can see that she's quite vocal about her faith in a sense, and she's got like tons of ambassadorial deals, maybe not tons of them, but she's successful in that sense of the word, regardless of being vocal about her faith. And so it's also teaching me something with regards to not being apologetic about your faith, and don't think that, oh, if I perhaps let the world know, because from her dressing you know that she's Muslim. So if you feel like, oh, let me not be too open, I guess, or let me not be too showy about what I believe, maybe brands will not. That's your cup of tea. Your cup of what? Cappuccino. And of course you don't need to be, I don't know, scantily clad before you look really beautiful. She is so fine. The red lipstick looks gorgeous on her, and her sense of humor, her laugh too. You guys know how much I love to laugh, so imagine that I see someone and I'm just like, I like that person's laugh. That's major. That is major. Nadiya J Hussain is my other person of the season or of the year. She's been really inspiring even before now, and I still pray for her. Thanks for watching, guys, and please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, let me know who you are also really inspired by in the comments below and why they inspire you. I could check them out, you never know. Like this video, share, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.